Hey everybody, what's going down? Old Fruitopia machines from the 90s. 84 here. When I was going through high school, they had Fruitopia machines. And, later on in life, I would research just how bad high fructose corn syrup is and just all of the crazy amount of sugar. And it's backwards that institutions like schools, which are supposed to teach you stuff, is serving you on a chemical biological level sugar, which is not good. It keeps your body in a sugar burning state. Just keeps you low. It just keeps you down, man. And I was thinking the same thing about hospitals where they have vending machines in the waiting rooms. I was thinking that in waiting rooms, when you like are there and you might be the healthy one that's waiting for a family member or something, and there's a vending machine which has like sodas and stuff. It's just sending you the wrong messages, and it tells you, you know what I mean? Like, hospitals should be a good example. Schools should be a good example. You know we don't have our priorities straight here in America. Might be different in Germany, right, Gollum? So, anyway, let's get off of our moral high ground. Hey, let's just embrace the stupidity. I watched that movie Idiocracy here recently, so that was a good one to revisit. I like that one. This is Sno-Cross Championship Racing. So, this is snowboarding, and I don't know, this might be like the only snowboarding game. I think it's the only one that was like NTSC region. So, it's cool for that reason. I'm not going to go so far as to say that this is a good game, but Sno-Cross Championship Racing, that's a valid thing to say. I mean, if you're arguing, you're at the debate club, Sno-Cross Championship Racing. Your argument's invalid, right? Right, internet? So, this is 1 to 2 players, VMU compatible. I could not play this on the upscaler, so I did the little VGA box trick where you flip it off. You boot it, then you hear the booting sound, the do 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 do, and then you flip. You got to get the timing right. So there's that. And are we done showing the overlays, the pictures of the box art and the manual? I need to take pictures of these. Just thought I would take advantage of my time and show some intro magic before I go to work a little bit later today. And yeah, it's really good to have time to do this and to have sunlight to do this as well. Can't speak. And yeah, getting a lot of these NTSC games knocked out. I'm just wanting to do that. I'm not really focusing on the Japanese side of things, even though I will go back to that eventually. But, I think I've whittled down. I've talked about most of the must-have imports. So, I got some more of those like flight sim games. I got some fighting games I haven't showed yet, but I mean I've already showed the NTSC counterparts. So this is Sno-Cross Championship Racing. This is like the diametric opposite time of year to be talking about snow, but there is Christmas in July. Here we are in August, so a little bit late for the Christmas party, but is it ever out of style to snowboard? I guess it's not. If you have the ability to go snowboarding, not snowboarding, but snow sledding. Have I been saying snowboarding this whole time? Sno-Cross snowmobiles? Anyway, who cares? Yeah, this is snowmobile racing. Let's check this out. Yeah. Snowmobiles, because we don't need to put a W on our title. It's just SNO. That makes us cool when we abbreviate things and we just butcher the English language. That's radical, baby. That's alphabetical, baby. So yeah, I'm getting kind of a Dave Mirra freestyle BMX vibe, or what was the other one? There was like you know, extreme sports. Grab an energy drink, grab a Mountain Dew, grab a Mountain Dew energy drink, grab a root beer. What? That's when you stop the vinyl. It goes, you know, it makes that squeaky vinyl sound, and then, you know, the party's over. Who brought the root beer here? Which dead square brought the root beer? Which dead, you know. Let's just crash parties, man. That's what we need to do. This is the opening cinematic. There was a movie called The Wedding Crashers, and I thought that movie was just kind of like pretentious and manufactured and just inauthentic. There was just this weird, like, industrialized vibe to it. It didn't feel natural. It's like, hey, this guy's funny and this guy's funny. Let's put him in a movie and then, like, have it be about something, you know, something to fulfill an agenda to destroy the family even further. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, there's these, like, you know, pop culture movies like American Pie and stuff like that, and they just serve no purpose, but they you know, provide a lot of memes. People won't stop talking about those movies, and this is like, I'm glad those American Pie movies are finally over. I thought that was like a bad phase. We are back to the regular menu. Let's writing to the memory card. It had nothing to write. Track editor, that's interesting. I kind of want to see that. I kind of want to check that out first. Let's do that. Yep. Oh, this is cool, man. Start piece. Yeah, let's have it. Oh, this is so dope. I can make my own track. This is cool. Hey, I feel like I'm playing Pipe Dream. Select toggle grid, rotate piece. Okay. You can rotate pieces. How do you... Okay, you hit the B button to get out of it. I want a straight piece right here. Okay, B. I want a lot of turns and stuff. I'm gonna make a little track and then show you what I made. Okay, well, this is it so far, so I guess I can just kind of, you know, end it. I'm gonna see if I can add some scenery and stuff. I just didn't want the video to stop because I wasn't filming. Because when I hit the pause button, it stops after a few minutes of inactivity. So I'm able to test the track, so I'm gonna do it. Track is not closed. How do you close it? You close it with this thing. I'm not sure how to close track. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you have to just get the whole thing, you know, as a circle, so you can't just, like, you know, drive the snowmobile on it like that. So, you know, I'm just doing what I can do here. Hey, there's a little twirly piece. I think I already used one of these, so I'm just gonna keep doing this. I think it's really cool that you can test the track and stuff. Missing start piece. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I did. So, yeah, but it's very easy to figure out. Can you just put it over a... Yeah, there we go. Cool. I really like this. I like the idea and concept of this. Select environment: clear weather, snow, or rain. I'm gonna do clear weather and see what that looks like. This is dope. Are you gonna be able to hear the background noise? Turn it up just a little bit for you. This is my track. This is my track. I love the track editor. Turn's not too bad. I didn't have to use the brake. I put a lot of twists and turns and stuff here. Can you change the view? Yeah, you can. Oh man, this is a cool game. I like this one. Where has this game been all my life? I think I've tried to play this game, like the circuit, before. How do you... I don't know how to reverse. This is a cool track, man. I'm wearing like a Sinbad windbreaker. Yeah. What was I gonna say for this review? I had a weird dream, but I don't want to like mention it because like I kind of had a self-fulfilling dream. I'm not saying that it fulfilled anything like I wanted anything good to happen. It's just I was dreading something bad to happen, and then it manifests in a unique way. I think that I was fearing a certain thing to happen, and I've been dreading a certain thing to happen for the past couple weeks, and then I just witnessed something, and it just made my heart sink. I guess I kind of fell victim to predictive programming, but dreams are powerful. It's just that with witchcraft and stuff, they can manifest, and I think there's something to do with like what you focus on. You can oh, left trigger is reverse. Yeah, like witches, they probably control what goes in their mind, and then they go about it a certain way where they can like get lots of hair and stuff and like make things a little bit more real. But they operate on the different spectrums because we're multi-dimensional beings, and I'm sure witches probably know this, and they probably know about averages and outcomes, and they probably know. I don't know about the crystals, and I don't know about their like little rituals, but I do feel like the Bible says don't do this stuff, but then again the Bible is tampered with. Like I saw this one video where it's like, yeah, there's these chapters that are written by Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, but Matthew who, Mark who, Luke who, and John who? And the Gospels are the Gospel according to John, the Gospel according, like when you're, that's not factual source material. That's just like playing the phone game where you're saying something about something and then it goes down. Like you want to hear what Jesus said. Aren't there accounts of that? I know they're suppressing information and stuff, and then like we're told that this is a holy book. We're supposed to like, yeah, there's probably truth, and I think that there's certain things that were said that have not been tampered with, but it's just like little teeny concepts here and there. Like the heavy truths are totally like omitted and taken out. I totally believe that. And I think that if you got like spiritual discernment and stuff, you should just like question the Bible. But a lot of Christians, they're just cafeteria Christians. They don't care. They don't care. So they do it for families and like showing off and keeping up with the Joneses anyway. Hey, look at that. That's awesome. Well, this is my track. I think I've driven on this track enough. But Snowmobile, I said snowboarding for the intro, and that's embarrassing. But hey, I'm gonna upload this video anyway because who cares? Yeah, I don't think there's any end. If there's a... Check out this jump. Oh, that was an awesome jump. Did you see that? That was lame. The steering is crap. I wonder if you pick different... Yeah, I feel like I just, like, oversteer to the left. This is some stupid. I'm doing the best I can not to hit the walls and stuff, but... Yeah, like, you see, I'm not trying to steer to the left like that. It's just doing that. Yeah, this sucks. So the controls are not great. Quit the editor. I do want to save my little track just because it's something I did, you know. Let's see how many, yeah, it can be called anything. Save successful. I don't know how many blocks it took though, so. What is the game like? But are you guys extreme enough? Like, do you guys like use hair gel? Do you guys use like, I mean, do you guys always have your hair like done up like that Guy Fieri or whatever? You know what I mean? Like, I saw this video about like reptilians, and how they always have their hair like they're a walking haircut. And normal people don't like worry about their hair like that, especially guys. You know, women they give a crap about their hair like too much, but yeah. What is this? Get your boot. Enter the start grid. Okay. I don't know what all those options were. I'm sure it's optimizing and customizing and all of that. I'm probably gonna end up in last if, you know, I mean, this is a racing game, so I'm guessing it's gonna be like the Snowmobile Gran Turismo or the Snowmobile Sega GT or the Snowmobile Sega Rally, the Snowmobile equivalent. There's been some snowmobile racing games on the PS1. I'm not sure if there's been a bunch on the PS2. You know, the GameCube game library is really small. I was talking about the Skies of Arcadia, and the, you know, Gollum Cone was asking about the random battles that happen when you're like flying the ship. Yeah, Gollum Cone was asking about those random battles that happen when you're flying your ship in Skies of Arcadia, and I swear I came across information. I forgot if I read it in a magazine or if it is on like YouTube or something, but I'm pretty sure that's factual information. I mean, I wouldn't mention it if I didn't think it was, if I wasn't just adamant that it was true. So pretty sure the GameCube version is better. There's differences between the GameCube versions of Phantasy Star Online. Like, there's weird stuff where if you have a GameCube and you have a character and stuff, you can like only play with GameCube people. Now with the Dreamcast version, you can play with PC players and Dreamcast players, so that's pretty sweet. But with the GameCube, I'm not sure if they can play with I'm not sure if they can play with PC players, but you know, if you're playing Phantasy Star Online on the GameCube, you can definitely play with the GameCube people. And there's weird stuff with the lobby where you can, if you're playing the GameCube version, you can walk behind the lobbies when you're online in the little menus. You can like walk kind of where you're restricted in the Dreamcast version, which is cool. I like the little exploits in Phantasy Star Online. The first one where you can do the little sword trick when you're like, you know, parrying your sword or thrusting your sword, and you can kind of nudge yourself between doorways and stuff. So I just have this like aversion to Phantasy Star Online right now. I want to get my character up to level 200, but I'm so burned out with it, man. Just like the community is just, it used to be so awesome back in the day, but now it's just like the elites, man. The elitists, they want to make you feel bad forever and ever. It's like, I already feel bad. Just be like, I don't feel bad for duping weapons, but I just didn't know that I was duping a weapon that somebody worked hard on. It was a stolen weapon, and then like people are like cussing me out and stuff, and I'm like, I didn't know, and like they're like, how can you not know all these stats and stuff? Like, you should play this way. It's just too many people. Like, I don't want to be forced to play a game a certain way. I just want to play a game the way I want to play it. Oh, did you see what place I landed in? I don't know, but this is like Kiruna, Sweden. Oh, you have to pay for it. I only have $1.50. I got $150, so that's all I got. Well, that's championship. There's a bunch of, like, options and stuff. I guess it's just upgrades and stuff. How do I get out of this? I just soft reset. But, I'm just really happy that I was able to fix the controller port, at least on this one system. I got the modded, my clear case modded white LED system. You know, the region-free, alternate BIOS, you know. It's like my favorite system that I want to keep in good shape, and I hate to see anything bad happen to it. I normally put in regular GD ROMs in this one, but I do put in some burnt games in there every now and then, depending on the game. But I recommend not doing it because apparently the burnt games wear down the GD ROM optical disc. So if I pick single race, can I do different? Yeah, I'll pick a different sled just to do the phaser. Let's do the phaser. Okay. Yeah, you can pick the tracks. That's cool. I was trying to pick Karuna. Let's do it. I was thinking about that stripped screw in my red case Dreamcast, and how, like, you know, I think that screw is, you know, the tethering or whatever is stripped on it. So I think I can get a specialized Phillips head screwdriver that has little grippy parts on the tip, just like made for stripped tips. I need to do a YouTube video search or something, because I would like to get my hands on like a specialized screwdriver tip to see if I can do that. See, I'm no expert, but you know, I do little stupid fixes and case mods. I'm not like a knowledgeable guy where I do like I tried to get into soldering. I thought soldering was going to be awesome, but I just can't do it. I can't do it. I think that you need to just, I don't know, get into school for that thing or something, or I don't know, but I'm really paranoid about inhaling solder. And I'm very, very sensitive to chemicals and stuff. Like, I don't know if some of it's psychosomatic, but I have an immediate reaction if somebody pours bleach somewhere or they're trying to clean with bleach. Like, it's extremely offensive to me. I have to leave the room. I have no choice. Some people can just tolerate bleach, but I can't. I just can't. I don't like being around cigarette smoke, but I can navigate around it. Like, if they're, I don't like how cigarette smokers do it in front of entryways and stuff, because like I definitely hold my breath and stuff. And I try to be as nice about it as I can, but like, you know, I'm in a position where like it's expected for me to be nice, but like the smoker themselves, they're being offensive, and they're, you know, just by smoking, like, go somewhere with that, you know. Like, you should be considerate of the non-smokers for real, because it's not my fault that you want to dirty up your lungs and then dirty up everybody else's lungs with your secondhand smoke too. You know what I'm saying? So I just do the best that I can. I try not to focus on it, you know. But yeah, with you know, like cigarette smoke and bleach and other chemical stuff and whatever, just I can't tolerate it. I just can't. Like, it's just, I don't understand how smokers can do that to themselves and not feel the I don't know, man. It's like, are they just not connected to their mind and body? Because how can you just, like, I don't know, just inhale smoke, and then, I mean, that stuff kind of settles in your lungs, right? I don't know, man. Like, I've smoked a cigarette before, just to see what the hubbub was all about. I've probably smoked around, like, maybe 8 cigarettes my whole life. Like, I remember I never smoked a whole cigarette, but yeah, never really got into it. I just don't understand it. It makes me feel like crap.
It makes me feel so bad. Why? Why do people do that? But that's me. I guess people got their reasons, and they might have just like grown up with it or been around it, and then like convinced themselves that they like it. I don't know. But, Calgary looks okay. Let's just do Calgary. I'm drinking a tea with peppermint, green tea, and what was the other one? Oh, like relaxed mind. This special yogi tea. Now, when I say yogi tea, I'm not talking about Yogi Bear, okay? Because, you know, we're not in Yellowstone Park. We're in Calgary or whatever. Yeah, I like the environment. So, yeah, let's talk about rating this baby. Sno-Cross Championship Racing. The track editor is really cool. I like having that creative freedom, and I like that the presentation and, you know, just being able to figure out the track editor and having that tool at your disposal is really cool. That's working in this game's favor. The sleds are different. The starting off sleds aren't that great. I'm not having too much trouble steering with this one, but you can do little upgrades and stuff, so there's like a hope and a prayer. This is not the worst snowmobile racing ever. This is not the worst snowmobile racing game ever, is what I'm trying to say. It's cool. It's sufficient. The graphics aren't like 100% awesome, but for the time, looks pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, I think there were better looking games at the time, but you know, this is a little sports game, and I think it's a cool game for what it is. And I don't know. It's like I don't think it's a perfect game. I think it's kind of boring, to be honest with you. It's the music's cool. It sounds kind of stock, but for some reason I'm thinking 9, just because, I don't know, it probably deserves an 8. Maybe I'm being a little bit too forgiving, but the track editor is kind of what is, you know, influencing my decision. So I'm gonna give this a 9 because I like what they're trying to do, and you know, look, the people in the crowd and stuff, they look realistic enough. Hey, finished first. That's awesome. Sinbad the comedian finished first. I can't believe that I mixed up Sinbad. I think it was you, Gollum Cone, that said something about. Did you say something about you know, Sinbad not being a genie with the whole Mandela effect thing? Like, or maybe it was me that brought up, because you brought up Mandela effect, but like I was certain that he was in an episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark, and then when I looked online, it was some other actor guy, and I felt bad. I was like, what? How could I confuse Sinbad with this other guy? But I mean, that's just what we do. That's what human brains do. You know, we. Did you see that guy do that little Lucky Charms Irish jig with his? He tapped his feet together. I'm just zoning out looking at the menus, but yeah, Mandela effect, man. It's just that was created by a witch. I was talking about witchcraft for this review, so yeah, pertaining to the video and everything in the review, yeah, I'll just give it a 9. I mean, it's maybe I'm rating it a little bit too high, but I mean, it does seem kind of boring. Maybe I should rate it a little bit lower, but I already said 9. Let's just stick with 9, whatever. I mean, you know, I've said this before. What I think doesn't matter. It's just an impression. So, kind of simple menus, you know. It's easy to get into. It doesn't seem too complicated. I like that from a casual standpoint, you know. So, yeah, 9 out of 10. Do I recommend? Yeah, man, it's probably the only / best snowmobile racing on the Dreamcast. I don't think there's any other ones. This is it. I think there's like only one surfing game. There's only one Razor freestyle scooter game, I can tell you that one. Skateboard games, there's a couple. Like there's that MTV skateboarding and like, you know, I about said Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater games, and I'm trying to think of other sports where there's only like one game. I would say casino, but there's the Caesar's Palace, and then there's Hoyle Casino. So, you know, those are those type games. I'm just talking from the top of my head. I'm not really looking at my list or nothing, but yeah. 9 out of 10, guys. I recommend. Thank you so much for watching. You're awesome.